Hello, hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you? I'm just opening up the last remaining things I need to open up, and then we will begin. But hello. Let's see. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. All right, we're good. And hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? I hope your day is going wonderfully. Emmers, you were first. Hello. How was your day? Hope you were able to get some sleep yesterday, or last night, rather. Runner, welcome in. Hello. Gizmo! And Sassy! I think the butler did it. Welcome in. How are you guys? How are you all doing today? It's always the butler? Could be. It could be. But welcome in. How was your day? Bonjour. Time for some Midas. Finally, I'm first. I know, you'd been dethroned for a bit. Moida Moistry. That sounds terrible. For a second, I thought you were muted, and then I realized that the tab was muted. Hilarious. Is everything in sync, by the way? Is this all in sync? Because I haven't changed anything since yesterday, so... I hope it is at least looking decent. But hello, welcome in. Wonderful. Wonderful. That's all I hope for in life. Just kidding. But how are your Tuesdays going so far? I did some work today, and then I worked on an emote design, not for me. Then I had just a little bit of food right before stream, and then here we are. It's a little bit warmer today in Anktown. I think we are... Yeah, it's 33. So it warmed up a ton between 2 days ago. And I think we're going to be mid-20s, lower 30s for the next week. And then it's going to go back down next week. So we have a little bit of a warm front, but it'll go back down to the 20s as the highs next week. It certainly is a Tuesday, isn't it? I didn't. I totally forgot. I'm writing this down right now, and I will do that today. I'll make the nameplates. Boom. On my to-do. It's warmer in Alaska than in New Jersey. Wow, what's the temperature over there? It was a med day yesterday. Now it's a med Tuesday. No, Gizmo, why is it so med this week? Sassy, how's your back? Currently 20? Oh, nice. Dang, imagine that. Yeah, we have a bit of a warm front coming in, but looks like we'll be back in the 20s. I think it's out on Sunday. We'll be back as the 20s are in the high. I think our lows for today are still our low is 20. But it looks like 20s in the low this week, and then Monday it'll go back to normal where it's a low of 11, high of 20, and then a low of 9, high of 17. Looks like it's a weird warm front. So much better. Oh, good. That's good to hear. Just a big old man. Oh, Gizmo, I'm sorry to hear that. Your low is 14. Dang. What's funny is it honestly feels... I know for you guys, 30s, that's pretty cold. Honestly, though, It feels pretty warm for me. So, Brody, welcome in. How are you? Like yesterday, I went to the grocery store after stream and stuff. And I think it was 30. And I was like, oh, I can just wear a light jacket. So I wore sweatpants, and I always wear a hoodie, but then I just put on, instead of like a coat or anything, I put like a bomber jacket on. It was great. Feels great. It's a lovely chilly 64 degrees here. Oh my gosh, I'd be melting. I'd be dying. We can get down into the negatives, but it's rare. I think the lowest we've ever had in a while is -6. It's pretty cold. That's cold. For sure. I think I've learned 12 to 13 degrees is like my like threshold of, okay, it's really cold now. That's like around the time. I had my first day as a sessional instructor at my old college today. What? That's awesome. That sounds so cool. I feel like that's something you'd be really good at. Are you a teacher by like college education or Tank Media Games? Welcome in. Welcome in, tankers. A big old tanker truck has arrived. Welcome in, Tank. How are you, my friend? Boyd, hello. You were playing Sea of Thieves. How was it? 2 screens for 1 jet stream? Perfect. No, everyone do that. Just kidding. Tank, welcome in. I hope you're having a great day. Before we let it go on for too long, Tank and friends, welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope the seas treated you well. I hope you got all the treasures. If you would like a fist bump, though, please go ahead and punch your screen on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, wha-bam. And welcome in. I think they actually canceled school when it got that low. That makes sense. That would make sense, for sure. That game is a pile of fun. I bet. I've seen the only other person I've really seen play is Mr. Sputnik, and he makes it look so much fun. It's the only reason why I would get an Xbox, I think. But that is to say, I'm not getting an Xbox. That's not a good reason to get one. There is nary a single treasure left for anyone to find. Dang. That I don't expect anything less. I definitely don't have the education required to do it as my main gig. I think I need a bachelor's in education. Okay, that's fair. I feel like your streams are very like I don't know. You just seem very well spoken. See, I feel like you'd fit well as a teacher. Oh, Jet, did you hear about the Gucci Xbox? My student told me about it today. No. What is that? Tank, how's your day been? How's your week been? I hope it's been wonderful. At a university or college, you just need a master's in the field you're doing sessions at in the US. Oh, easy. Master's? Easy peasy. Oh, you just need a master's? Oh, I thought it was something difficult. By the way, Runner, you would have been so proud of me yesterday when we finished. Yesterday we beat Super Mario RPG. I helped Todofsky compose a music piece, and they played like. It's actually kind of cool. You help him with 3 different note sections, and then he's like, "You helped me a lot with this. Here, how about you give me just something random and I'll include it." And so it's 3 like pre-defined like sections, and then you get to just choose whatever notes you want. And I just did something random, but it honestly sounded so good. Oh, okay. Did you get to see like the end, like the final piece? I want a Gucci Xbox, an Anamana Gucci Xbox. Oh, totally. I would actually. I would get that for sure. Exactly what it sounds like, an Xbox with the Gucci logos all over it. It comes with a Gucci suitcase. Wonderful. That's a surely, and it also costs 10,000. Easy. That is, yeah, that sounds like something I could really afford and use. For sure. I would definitely, if I had 10,000 right now, that's exactly how I would spend it. I didn't see the end. I was passed out with the meds. That's fair. I'll have to clip it. I'll go clip it and I'll find it. I'll post it in the Discord. Because I was like, oh, it actually, so I, when I did the random notes, because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what would sound good. I just kind of chose random things, but it honestly sounded good. It honestly sounded good. I was kind of impressed with myself. So basically I'm a composer now. So just FYI. If you need any help, let me know. I'll tell you which notes to put down. Let's see. 2021 was a lot of like C. I think 2022 is going to be like at least a G sharp or something. So just don't take my word for it though. I watched the VOD this morning. For the rest of the stream last night, I fell asleep 2 hours before you ended. Yeah, we had actually quite a bit to go. Is that a Shiba headband? It is. It's actually the you can kind of see it. It's the Great Wave, but instead on all of the boats, it's actually Shibas instead of like people. Yeah, it's the Great Wave is currently folded, but there's Mount Fuji. I think that's Fuji right there. But yeah, there is a Shiba on my headband. Hey, Nixa Sketch, welcome in. How are you doing? If you need help with composing, don't ask me. Ask Jet. He knows. I'll tell you which notes you can do. Like some people say like C is a good note, and I mean they're not wrong. But like, have you tried like E? Because that's honestly like it's like very similar, but like not. It's kind of only composers on hashtag composer things. Did you know humans actually learned to sail from the Shiba Inu? That is actually in. The original title for the game was actually Shiba of Sheaves Buzz. This is a true fact though. Apparently, Shibas were like bred to be like bear hunting dogs, something like that in Japan. So I feel like I need one here in Alaska. I feel like that would be perfect. Oh, and I got some of the yarn for the blue badger plushie. Just need to wait for the rest and then get started. That is amazing. You need to give us progress pictures. Much, you see, yeah, a runner knows. E is a bit high. Yeah, I mean, depends what you're going for. You see, like in this music, like I can tell you when like it's a C. Like there, that was that. Like, did you hear it? That one too. That was also a C. Maybe an E. And that, I mean, you guys know what that is. You know what. They should make a note for every letter of the alphabet. I think that would be Symphony in Z. That honestly sounds dope. That should be a song. Shibas were bred. Have you guys ever seen... This is an old meme, but it's one of my favorites. It's the... What is it? It's the loaf dog on the counter. Loaf dog, what are you doing? You're... Oh, I wonder if I could find... Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. Okay, well, one, this is I love this so much. Okay, hold on. This is what I'm talking about. This is the first picture. It's so good. Loaf Dog is my favorite. This song. Okay, sorry. In Z, you're right. I apologize. You're right. I meant Symphony in Z. For my style of composing, I will use Fs and Ds in the key sig or tonal center more often than other notes. You know, we're the same that way, Runner. Because honestly, same. Always have been. That piece you're listening to is literally an E major. You passed the test, Runner. You've passed. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. We just got one of those Amazon spam calls where they are all like, your account will be charged, blah, 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 blah. But the call came in with caller ID of a local restaurant. That's weird. Getting that for air ducts. I've been getting like random like fishing stuff. Like but for like our local internet, which is weird. But anyway, so this is Loaf Dog. He's one of my faves. But on my way to find this, I did find oh my gosh, this is hilarious. And also a little frightening maybe, but no! I don't know who made this, but anyway. I love this. I don't know why this is the meme for me, but I just love these. Dogs as bread, please. More dogs as bread. Literally. We've actually gotten them where the caller ID will say the name of our town. Oh. I guess they can use, like, what's that called? Because a lot of these companies will use, like, local numbers, but they're using, it's like the call is routed through another number or something like that. I don't know. Our town has reverse 911, so the town does call us sometimes with important information. So we usually answer those. Yeah, I was going to say, I think yeah, that's illegal. I think it is. It really is. You can ask them where they're calling from and remind them that it's a crime for them to call from a place they aren't calling from. Oh, interesting. I wish, like, they were easier to find, though. You know? I wish they were easier to find. We should track them down. Like, maybe this is a case that we should hop in on. Next time, answer and say you're the company they're calling from. Yes, hello. Try to see if I can talk to a person and be like, yes, this is your supervisor. Well, your supervisor. They would know who their supervisor is. They'd know their voice, but be like, this is Jeff from accounting. Why did you call my number? I'm going to report you to your supervisor for wasting company time. Also, your holidays are canceled. You have to work. We need to work a double shift today. Don't ask anyone about it. By the way, there's a lot of bread dog memes. Like, a lot of them. Most of them are with... a lot of them are dogs with their face sticking through some bread. But some of them aren't. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love the internet. Here's this. You guys can have this. That's for you today. Um. Oh man, that's great. There's a Twinkie Doge. Oh man. Who knew that bread dog would like give you every meme ever made? I love it. The ones trying to sell us solar panels get so mad when we tell them we already have them. Then they look it up on Google, and they're all like, "Oh, you do already have panels." I feel like it would be fun to get a real person and then just talk their ear off, like just talk to them about your day and just the most boring things, and see how long they'll talk. That one, that one makes me uncomfortable. It does a little bit. It's like, yeah, I don't know what it is about it, but anyway. Jet as manager of Dog Bread Inc. Told one of them that the number they were calling wasn't the best number to reach me at, and then I gave them the non-emergency police number. Amazing. Welcome, Austin. Why bread? Why not? Why not bread? I kind of did that, Tank, with a scam email. One time I had posted something on Craigslist, and it was something for Apple computers, and somebody was like, I got a response back that was like clearly was a fake. I think the first sentence was, "Am John by name." I think I remember that because they say that multiple times. But they're like, "Am John by name. Hi." I like, they basically, the general gist, just make like, imagine if this was in a barely intelligible broken English. They call me Ishmael. Just imagine it's like a completely almost unintelligible English, but he was basically like, hi, I have a son who wants to learn how to use Apple computers. I would like for him to go to your institution to learn how to use Apple computers. I will send you a check. I will send you a check to, like, I forgot how, like, the setup was going to be. It was like, he would just send me a check, but he also wasn't in town, but, like, his son was there or something, and someone was going to have to drop him off at the institution. And then, I can't remember what else. Obviously, it was just like, okay, this is also not, I don't have an institution. I'm sorry, sir. Like, you can tell it was put through Google Translate, barely. I feel like even Google Translate would mostly be like, my name is such and such, but am John by name. So did you I didn't. Well, I told him I would. I told him I would. I sent multiple emails back and forth to this person. And I said, I tried to see, like, how extreme I could get. To see, like, until, like, when they would stop messaging. So I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, he can totally come to the institution. We can run him through some drills and stuff. And then I said something about, I think I asked if he had ever rode a horse before. And and then I said something about, I got some random email, like, afterwards where he was like, "Oh, that sounds wonderful. Am John by name." Something like that. And I was like, cool, let me tell you a little bit more about our programs. And I went through, like, a list of things, but eventually it ended with, like the first step in typing is making sure you have nimble fingers. The way we're going to do that is by chainsaw practice. We're going to go to a local farm and we're going to chainsaw some animals. And then we're going to burn down some buildings. And I didn't get an email after that, I don't think. I think that was where it ended. But I had fun. It was a great creative exercise. Great creative writing. But it was a scammer, Sassy. It was a scammer. But my coworker at the last school I worked at was named Ishmael, and we called him Ish. That's great. That's lovely. Yeah, you've won $10 million. Just send me an $800 cashier's check to claim it. Wait a minute. By the way, most of those things, I think what they do is like, how does it work? How does the scam work? They give you a check, but it either bounces or something like that. But Sassy, it was a scam email. Clearly it wasn't real. I just want to see if he would be like, yes, that sounds great. I'm John by name. When I thought I was an advanced theologian in high school, I would use the chat with us feature on the official Mormon church and ask them extremely difficult questions about the Mormon faith. It was mean. Wait, me llamo es Brian. I don't know what the rest says. I do remember random Family Guy thing. Do you guys remember? There was an old episode of Family Guy where Brian and Stewie, I think, are on the back of a truck and they're talking to some Spanish speakers, and he's like, "Me llamo es Brian," and the guy's like, "Oh, actually, you can just say Me llamo Brian. You can drop the S. It's not necessary." And Brian's like, "Oh, do you speak English?" And he's like, "No, I only memorize the previous phrase and this phrase explaining it." And and Brian's like, "What?" And the guy's like, "¿Qué?" Anyway, there's a streamer who will spam the spammers live, and it's the most hilarious thing ever. I think the closest thing I've seen to that is like, have you guys seen those videos where somebody will, they take the people who like, they try to sell you antivirus and then they like reverse hack those people. Those are really interesting. What Jet did to them is softball compared to what Kid Boga does. Definitely check him out. I think I've heard that name before. Something you reminded me, something you said reminded me of that Family Guy thing. Amazing. The Scrolllock, how are you doing? So they tell you that you are owed a refund. They get remote access to your PC after you log into your bank account. Then they use Inspect Element to alter the figure. Oh, right. Then they tell you that they accidentally put too much money in your account, and if you don't give it back, they'll be fired and you'll be arrested. They really gave you no money at all, so when you send them money, they get it for real. Super scummy. That is super scummy. And illegal. No, just that last sentence and the one explaining it. You're kidding, right? Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Tang, thank you so much for the raid. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you later. I'm not worried about the Spanish, but those poor animals, you shouldn't chainsaw them. But I'm not going to chainsaw them. You see, I was scamming the scammer. With my absurdist humor. I went through a Kid Boga phase. He's a good watch. I've wasted some scammers' time in my days. It's just stopping them from doing it to someone else who may actually fall for it a bit. It's interesting. I remember, because a lot of people will look at like a scam email and they'll be like, how would somebody fall for this? It's usually, there's usually a lot of typos or grammatical errors. Am John by name, etc. And they're just like, how would someone fall for this? But as a good point, I've heard that it's like, it's actually kind of a what's the word? Like, if someone does respond to an email seriously or even like curiously to one of those, the scammer probably knows that they can scam that person because they weren't. It's like an initial barrier. Most people are going to be like, this looks fake. And so this is they're going to be suspicious of whatever happens. If someone responds to it and is actually curious, trying to figure out if it's real or not, or if it's like whatever, I think a lot of scammers are sometimes like, cool, this is probably someone we can scam because they didn't even recognize the initial signs of like, okay, this is, there's a lot of things that point to maybe that it's not legitimate. I don't know if I explained that well. Lol, I remember my freshman year of college, I got the email of the prince of a foreign country needed to send money to help. The oldest scam. I remember the time and place I got that email. Amazing. Legs crossed in my dorm room, on my bed, listening to music, and I read that. And now Alkaline Trio, Time to Waste will forever remind me of that scam email. Alkaline Trio, wow, that is a callback. I remember only like a couple of their songs. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but you've also received emails from princes. Amazing. Maybe it's the same one. Maybe you guys got contacted by the same one. They were like, wow, Axiom Runner won't help me, so I guess I'll email the Scroll Lock now, see if I can get some help. See if the Scroll Lock wants money. Isn't there a cartoon or a movie where someone is like, they mention like that email scheme, but then like it ends up being true, like they did actually help some kind of prince. They show up and they're like, thank you so much for your help. I need help, let me email Axiom Runner. Stop ruining my music. Exactly. Thank you, Sassy. I appreciate it. I always sneeze on stream. Silent sneezes. That's talent. I used to hold in my sneezes. Though I am afraid of my brain exploding, so I stopped doing that. Is that a 1000 XM4? What is that? Is that a reference to something? Headphones? Oh, it's a Sony something. It's a few years old. I actually need some. I need to get some. Probably a replacement for these. Still works okay. The inner ear part is like all destroyed. Sony headphones. What is this called? My sister really holds her sneezes and I warn her about it. I mean, to be fair, I don't actually know. I think it's of this line. I think it's a, or wait. I think it's the CH7 something. It's, yeah, I think it's actually, is it this one? 710? It might be an older version, or maybe it's not the 710. Maybe it's like the 610 or something. I bought this several years ago. I've had it for at least like 3 years, I think. But I like these a lot. Is it on there? I don't think it's on there. You can see the inside of my ear, though. Look at how destroyed that side. Should look like this. Looks like this. And this, it's like tearing apart inside. Oh, it's inside. Wait. It's here. It is the CH700N. I remember being on stage performing a symphony work when someone in the audience clearly held in their sneeze and accidentally farted aggressively. That is amazing. Oh no. Oh no, that's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. Oh man, I got a message from a parent asking if I'd be sending home the tests the kids have taken this year so far so they can use them to study for the midterm. I responded with, they already have them. Apparently her kid hasn't been bringing them home. Gonna have to have a talk with that child. I really like these. The sound quality of these are great. Plus, what I like about these is that it also has a cord. Like you can, like for my PS4 controller, I can just like hook it into my controller instead of having these on. So even if these run out of batteries, you can still use them if the thing has a plug. And they're very comfy. They're very comfy. It's just sad now that the inner ear is like all the foam is popping out and stuff. The response I got was, I see. Interesting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kids these days not bringing their tests home. Is it a good student? Bad one? Are they just being forgetful, or are they like, did they do bad on previous tests? I used to mention it in the syllabus at the beginning of the year that the students will receive their tests and quiz results given to them 3 or 4 days after the exams, and that syllabus was always signed by the parents and returned to me by the end of the first week. Oh, that's nice. With a copy of the syllabus for the parents and one for the students. So they know. They know. Oh, man. I would be such a bad teacher. Like, I could maybe do the teaching part, like the lesson part. The actual, like, management of a classroom, I think would be, I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do that. There's so much. You guys do so much. And I think it would be just so over my head. I would, unless I could be like an art teacher, then I feel like that's different, maybe. This is the same kid who drew a picture of Sonic impaled on a spike with the blood, and then gave said picture to the one student in class who is obsessed with Sonic. Well, that's just rude. That's just rude. Teaching the lesson is like 8% of the job, something they don't fully prepare the college students for. It's admin and managerial work. I bet. And not only that, it's like management of children. Well, I guess if you're like an elementary school teacher, I suppose. But still. I feel like that's harder. I wouldn't say I'm not terrible with kids. I'm not great with them, though. I don't think I'm like... I think most of the time I end up just glaring at them like, why can't you reason? Why can't you do this? I need you to not do this thing that you're doing right now, please. That's why I could come in for like the lesson. If I could find a teacher that would let me just like pop in for lessons, but then they don't want to do the lessons. They only want to do the admin work. Great. I'll just do the teaching parts. Great. Student teachers freshly out of college and fully certified without a glimpse of the real world of teaching. Rude awakenings within your first 4 years. Oof. I bet. And we found out today that one student is going on home instruction for the next 4 to 6 weeks, but we still have to make sure the parents get the assignments and submit the work, so them pulling the kid out gave us more work. Oof. That's so sad. You guys already do so much. Guess Ragey so much. How long have you guys been teaching? See, Runner, in this song, my favorite part is it's the C note that you hear. Like, there it goes. It's great. It's like a C note, and it like really sounds like a C. A true C, if you will. This pandemic is making the teacher shortage worse than ever before. I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that because a lot of the pay isn't great, and excuse me. Yeah, I've been hearing that. And with all the closings and then opening back up and then closing again, it's just... By the way, we're already 48 minutes into the stream? What? Is that fast? By the way, we're starting a new game today. Haven't said that yet today. We are playing... I've tried to make it as clear as possible throughout the week. Today we are starting Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments, and I'm very excited. We're going to be solving some murders, I guess, and crimes. I don't really know if they're all murders, but I feel like Sherlock mostly deals with like, murder. So, it's time. We'll be starting soon. I've been working in some form of education since I was 16, so this would be my 24th year and my 4th in 4th grade. That's a lot of that is. Yeesh. We'll probably start in like 10-ish minutes, 10, 15. We'll see if you guys... Oh, I got mixed up. You were playing Agatha Poirot before. Yeah. We were playing Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot, the first cases. Now we're like legit Sherlock, though. We're actually... There'll be Sherlock and a Watson. Maybe a Mycroft here and there. You never know. Who's their like landlady? What's her name? That'd be some big shoes to fill. You're correct. What's the landlady's name? Sherlock Holmes. Hold on. Sherlock landlady. Mrs. Hudson. Yes. Anyway, couldn't remember her name. And I can't remember the police detective, Lestrade? Is that right? I think I'm getting confused. I might be getting confused with Curse of Strahd, which is like a D&D thing. But I'm not sure. Neo, welcome in. How are you? Holmes versus Moriarty. Aristotle versus Spoiler. Welcome in, Neo. How's it going? How's your day? We're about to start the game here, and like, we'll start in like 10 minutes. But it'll be fun. I'm excited. I don't think it's not a super long game. Oh, what's fun is, so I think it's like a 15-hour game, something like that. We'll see. I mean, sometimes these games take us longer. But there are 6 cases, and each case can end in different ways. So I'm kind of... There's a game. There is no game. Wait, how far did... Gizmo, I think you have one more stream of that, right? I'm making a game called This Game Sucks. It'd probably sell. Actually, we loved There's No Game. Though, when we played There Is No Game, my fire alarm went off. And so I had to leave stream for like 15 minutes. I was like, I gotta go. And I didn't. I was just like, I'm gonna get out of the building instead of like shutting down stream and stuff. So I just left it up. But Talinus was here. I remember he was doing our toasty emote most of the time through that. Depends on how much chatting distracting we do. It may take him more than one more. That's fair. Such a fun game though. Those very creative. I really like also the voice acting guy. Thought he does a very good job throughout the game, and puzzles are pretty fun. Imagine because you're wearing headphones, you don't hear the alarm. It was so loud. I actually felt really bad for the mic. I should have also muted it. I should have muted my mic in that last moment, but I completely forgot. So like, I think one of my clips is actually just you can hear the beep, beep, and just like an empty chair. Because we were pretty distracting last time. Such a fun game. I love it. A lot happens. Oh, that was so great. I remember that. Yeah. Because you know when Gizmo says, you don't have to do this, you know it means that we have to do it, though. It makes me want to push the button one more time. Gizmo, okay, work is done. I'm slightly less meh now. Well, welcome back. We weren't talking about you. Don't worry. It means you don't have to. It means you don't have to. Don't do this to me. But to us, from this side, it feels like we should, because then you have to. I don't know. It just feels perfect. I really, Gizmo, you need to make that into like some kind of sound alert, or if someone tips a certain amount of bits, it plays that noise, something like that. You don't have to do that. It's so good. Like when Best Biscuits gave a gift sub to the voice actor. Amazing. That's true. We actually, someone I think on my birthday, I think one of the gifted subs went to Edwin as well, and I laughed. I should at this point. You should. That was so good. I was singing that, but I didn't want to say it out loud and sound like a jerk. Oh, no. About the sound alert? Oh, yeah. No, it's just so funny now. It's kind of a meme at this point, right? Can't believe you've done this, but you didn't need to do that. Oh, it was funny because Gizmo, I think I sent you. Hold on. What was it? Was it the last thing? No. Oh, a while back, I sent you a GIF of someone saying you didn't have to do that. When I searched for that, it's so funny. I almost sent you some of the other ones, because the things that pop up for that are like not quite worded that way, but they're like either more aggressive or like they're more like you don't want to do that. Like in any movie where it's like somebody like kind of threatening somebody, like you don't want to do that, or I can't remember some of the other ones, but they were all kind of like, occasionally I'd find one where it's somebody who's saying it in that way of like, oh, you didn't have to do that, but most of the ones that pop up are like either super aggressive or threatening. I almost sent some of those instead, but then I was like, I don't know if this will come across as, I think you need to know in context all of the options that are in front of me for it to be funny. You shouldn't have done that. Yeah, okay, yeah, because that was... I think that's actually one of the versions of it. You shouldn't have done that. Gizmo starts threatening chat. Easy. It's where it'll escalate to. It starts getting mad as we give more bits. Sadly, it was not the yarn. I must continue to wait. Oh, Sag. I'm sorry the yarn didn't come in. I'm a gremlin like Gizmo. If you tip me after midnight, I become feral. That's that was so funny. That was just great. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know this was a sad song. I haven't played Undertale or the other one, so I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm opening up, starting my PS4. I do not love Undertale, but it does have some darn good music. Do you mean that you don't like it, or that it was just okay? They do have good music. What is, hold on. I'll play my favorite song that I think is, I mean, it's Undertale adjacent. It may be the other thing. Whoops. There you go. Yeah. Is it this one? Or is it this one? I think it's this one. Deltarune is what I was thinking of. Or this one? Anyway, it's all of these, but Hip Shop is like super good. What's 1 a.m.? It's Animal Crossing. It's the 1 a.m. Track from New Leaf. Covered hopes and dreams during their live shows for USA. Ace actually recorded it. That's awesome. I've haven't figured, or I don't know if I would play whatchamacallit, Undertale. I started it a long time ago, but I kind of already know that there is like the yarn is delayed. No, I don't know if like I mean, if I already know that you can play it like with like either a pacifist or like genocide, like I know people usually either kill everyone or save everyone. Like, does that matter? Like, hey, Jin, welcome in. How are you doing? How's your day? We are going to be hopping into our game here shortly. We're starting a new game today. Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. We're going to be solving some moitas. Again, assuming that there are murders. I kind of assume they are. Because Sherlock only deals with like high-profile stuff, typically. But I don't know where this is in his career. So who knows? I actually didn't realize you were also a family-friendly streamer until last night. Yeah! It is I, the family-friendly streamer. Yeah, we're family-friendly. Have we ever... I don't think I've ever streamed not family-friendly. I don't think. We're always pretty chill here. Maybe it's a missing cat. It could be. Especially if it's like a tiger. Nixo was looking for a family-friendly streamer to raid, and I looked up the tag, and you were the fourth option. Well, that's hilarious. Because my about section says that I'm your fourth favorite streamer. Or that's just what not like yours specifically, but it just says your fourth favorite streamer. So I'm glad that I was fourth. That makes it great, I think. But but yeah. Actually, I think that's how I found you. When I was looking at typically if I look for a game, I will usually the first thing I'll do, I'll see if there's anybody new in that tag. Just so, I don't know, it's kind of nice. We've played we've played some games that I wouldn't necessarily say are like overtly family friendly. Control isn't like family friendly, but we played it. But we just don't like, well, I don't focus on any of the stuff that I would say is like, you know, too intense or whatevs. We played Infamous. Infamous is almost maybe inherently not family friendly, but we went the hero route, so that's like good, right? That's anyway. I can at least guarantee that I will be family friendly, and we try to keep chat in line. But yeah, I think it's also easier doing that with like, because we mostly play like Animal Crossing, or we'll play indie games, which are usually more on the chill side of things. So I feel like that's easier to do. And keep it family friendly versus, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I was like, would it be difficult to be a family friendly Apex streamer? Feel like it kind of would. Because maybe the community is, I don't know. Apex isn't the most toxic community that I've come across. League is probably the most toxic I've come across personally. But like, I just mute everyone, so I never have to like deal with any major toxicity. It's wonderful that way. And I highly recommend, if you're somebody who's like, who thinks they start getting really toxic when they play a game, just mute people. Preemptively mute people. So you don't have to be the toxic one. You can just, I don't know. Just enjoy the game. Just enjoy the time you have. All right, we're gonna switch over. I do love this song, though. Okay. Is that loud? Sherlock Holmes. Oh, also, we can move this back. We can move it back because we're playing a normal game. Crimes and Punishments. There we go. Perfect. This is weird. Just changed it. Yeah, I just changed it. I just changed it over to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. This game features an autosave function, by the way. It's a new thing. Do not turn off the game while it's saving. New technology, everyone. Do you think we'll ever get a game that doesn't have that? When do you think they'll stop doing that? Gamma. That's probably all fine. Gameplay. Subtitles on. Yeah, I assume... Well, this is an older game. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Is it weird that I can hear my heart beating in my ears? Like just a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh sound in time with my heartbeat? Should I be concerned? Maybe not. It maybe depends on how long that goes for. I mean, my heart's beating right. That's fair. I think that's fine. I'm like, well, I can't really... I don't think I could hear it now anyways because... or do you not have the game installed on your SSD? I think it's installed on... I think it's installed on my SSD, but it's on my PS4. We're playing on a PS4, not on my... not on a PC. Because we have a Mac. So that's why. If chat gets mad, that explains. If chat if chat gets mad at me for games that I can't play, it's usually because I have a Mac, and not a PC. So that's a what? So that's why I'm mostly a console gamer. The only things I play on my computer are League of Legends and like ROMs. That's it, I guess. But this looks rainy and spooksy. And look, the eyes and crimes and punishments are like a knife. So I'm sure there'll be some moida. So everyone get hyped. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I chose English. Oh, okay. In memory of the Ukrainian Heavenly Hundred. Oh, Capitan! Hold on, we're getting an intro. It's like a movie. Lestrade, Mrs. Hudson, Mycroft Holmes, Wiggins. Who's Wiggins? Can depend on pressure in your sinuses. Last time I could really hear the whoosh is when I had an ear infection, so there's that, but I wouldn't necessarily worry about it. Also, are you upside down? That might also do it. Cav, how are you? How's your day going? I just checked the tracking on the gift Mr. Pan and I sent you, and it says that, wait, it's available for pickup? No way. Oh, wow, that was fast. I'll go tomorrow morning actually, I'll go tomorrow morning. Stream might be a little later tomorrow. So I'll go tomorrow morning to pick it up. Got to run, but I enjoyed your last just chatting part of your stream. I'm hoping to be on again later. Nice. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for lurking. Sherlock?
Holmes.
Oh, I'm moving. Hold on. I want to do voice volume. I felt like Holmes was kind of quiet. That'd be what it says. There's one more tracking number I gotta check. Okay. See you, Cap. What are we doing? I'm moving this around, but... Oh, wait. Oh, take cover.
Holmes, will you stop that?
I'm not positive when I'll be starting my stream tomorrow.
You are utterly mad.
There we go. Apple's new MacBook Pro.
Stop, Holmes.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I
How's
was
the
aiming
sound?
For the vases.
Blindfolded.
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Whoa, bro! Confident step, clinking handcuffs, policeman. Ninth step avoided. Inspector Lestrade. Can I pause? Okay. Wolf Bro Helix, welcome in. How's it going? How's your stream? Also, Apple's new MacBook Pro has really good integrated graphics, but Apple goes out of their way to make gaming on a Mac terrible, driving 32-bit indeed. I'm hoping to get a new MacBook Pro this year. That one is expected to be delivered on 1/15. Okay, not bad. Do I have an Intel? I have an Intel Mac. I have a like 20-something, 2015, 2016, 2017. I think it's a 2017 iMac, something like that. But Wolf Bro, welcome in. How are you today? You were playing Hollow Knight. How did it go? If you would like a fist bump, please go ahead and punch your screen on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, bam. Game is kind of quiet. Okay, I will fix that. Let's do bump it up a little bit. We just started this game. So welcome in. Let's see how that goes.
Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose
Poor
that
Watson.
Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
So
Give me
mysterious.
half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The Medi Men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Open your casebook and check your current progress in the investigation, tasks, evidence, etc. Let me see. Hold on. Wanted to get some stream time in before going to my mother's. I still got some time. Nice. That's awesome. I hope it went well. All right. Let's see. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and join Lestrade at Woodman's Lee. Okay. The fate of Black Peter. Inspector Lestrade pays a visit to Baker Street, where he relates. Yep. This is how we travel, I think, right? Okay. The victim. Okay, I think that's what he just told us. Souvenirs. What else do we have? Echoes. Character portraits. All right. An analysis table. We don't need... Oh, wow. He moves fast. The camera also kind of swings around a lot. Telescope. Let's just observe what happens. Whoops. Oh, hello. Why are we looking over here? Watson.
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Well, that... It's, Watson, why are you so mad at me? Wait, where's my room? Hold on. Can I change... It seems awfully sensitive. Yeah, I like this much better. Is this how we change? Oh. Oh! Yes. No glasses. Oh, yeah, perfect. Hold on. I'm sure this is for, like, disguises, but we can just look like this. Wait, it's locked? Some makeup options or the costume you have currently equipped are not available at the moment and will be reset to the default. Please solve this crime case to unlock more disguise options. No! Okay. Sad. Oh, they put me in a suit, though. Hold on. Oh. We're going to a crime scene. What kind of... Okay, this is a lot. Bandit outfit? Farmer outfit. A morning gown. I guess... Let's do a casual suit. We don't want to... Okay, chores done. Was that a bearded Sherlock? It was. But we don't have the... We haven't completed the case that unlocks it for us. So, no, unfortunately, not for us to use. Okay, let's go over to... Okay, the walking mechanic is not easy. All right, let's go to Woodman's Lee. Yeah, that was a bearded... Oh, very up close. So you can look at your casebook while it's loading. Nice.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Mr. Holmes. Oh. Lestrade, I'm wearing my casual suit.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Oi, Constable. It's Tuesday, ain't it? Golden Gent, welcome in. I am having a great day. We're going to solve some crimes. How can a day get any better? Anything unusual that night? When was the body found? Anything unusual that night?
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
He was a drunkard.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Oh, so what is this? Oh. Wait. What? Wait. Oh. Oh. Birdhouse. Oh. We're missing something? We're missing something? Oh. I realize it's blurred. It's like, is it this? No. Mr. Panda requested you wait till you get both packages before you open them. Okay, perfect. And we'll open them on stream. Dude, it's so funny. We were talking about limited party sizes in RPGs, and then I started Indivisible. You have 4 slots and are given like 8 people in the first 3 hours. Oh, no. How do you decide? Is there... Maybe there's something on her face. Oh, it's still going. Ah. Cameo. What is that? Is there... Character portrait complete. Okay. When was the body found?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
And you get
In the
more?
morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door, and oh dear.
Did he have visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
What? What was the timer? Judith Carey is a woman with an uneasy life due to her unhappy marriage with Peter. She's a very religious Christian Catholic woman who undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage when she was young. Sherlock QTE? Okay. Well, I'm very confused what's about to happen when I hit quit out of here. Peter Carey, also known as... Yeah, okay, we know that. So... Wait, well, okay, what was the timer for? It doesn't seem like this is timed. How do we know about that? How do you know about pilgrimage? About Plymouth. Is it the pilgrimage?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the
gosh.
Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Her face
Thank you,
looks
madam.
very well done. Some of the other, like Lestrade didn't look as good, I don't think, but her face was really well done, and her eyes particularly. They have much better eyes in this game than in Hercule Poirot. But you get more. Gizmo, how many playable characters are there? Are there things we can look around?
Mr. Holmes?
Hello. Just want to double check. There's nothing that we can like inspect. I've like 9 or 10. Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess we go down there. He walks a certain way.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Evidence. The garden and the fields are well kept. A capable gardener works here. Is that something like... Oh, I could have taken the stairs from where she is to here. Anyway, R1. Concentrate your attention on finding details that others are inclined to overlook. Land around stone pathway. Okay. Can I, like... You can't do anything with that, right? Okay.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
It seems that way. Can we ask about clues? It's killing me? Oh, man. Do they all play different? Okay, so once we learn clues, we can't ask more things.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Okay, so no
Thank you,
gardener.
madam.
She's making a birdhouse. Let's check on old Peter.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Mr. Holmes?
Officer.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It
New
seems to
follower
me that
notification?
Someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
And the body is gone. He's a zombie. Wait. Is there like? What was that noise? Hello, hello, hello. that would be great. Follower notif. Door lock. Scratches.
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Oh.
What a terrible way to die.
Hey, boy. Okay. And I don't think Peter's doing too well. Well, that was unexpected.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Rotate the object in any direction to examine it thoroughly and uncover new details. I love that.
The initials PC have
Peter
been
Carey?
crudely burned. A sailor's work.
So this is his, probably.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Okay. So it's a ship. So this can only move up and down? Yeah. Oh, okay, hold on. Sir, okay. The only two things we can move are this. Oh, that's the back of the boat. Right? Okay, hold on. Looks good to me. Oh, but that doesn't fit. Can we flip it this way? Ooh! Oh, maybe that's it. Ah! Ooh,
Yes.
we did it.
This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Okay. That was...
Rum. A sailor's drink.
Very
It
difficult.
seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
Okay. Let's look around before we inspect old Peter.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8. Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
Oh, I like it. I like that it kind of forces you out of.
Harpoons for hunting whales.
It's sort of so like when you're done with the treasure chest, it just pushed me out of it, which is kind of nice.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
It's all evidence. Find a use. Dialogue. Does that mean I can ask about that? Is that how this works? Suspiciously empty space.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Okay, anything? All right, let's check out how Peter's doing. Peter Carey's
This
face.
man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This wooden handle is plain and solid. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
Wait, wait, Embers, why are you lolling? Rotate the object in any direction to examine it thoroughly. Okay, yeah.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
John by name.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Can I open it? There you go. Abbreviations and numbers. Coordinates? Probably not.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Let's just check in on him. Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, look at this. It's our mind map. Find a pair of related clues and they will form a deduction. Red color signifies what? Oh, wait. Red color signifies an unachievable clue combination. Notebook. Break-in attempts. Draw a clear picture of the crime by forming your deductions from the combination of clues. Track down the guilty party. Okay. An ambush must be made tonight to see if a break-in attempt will be repeated.
Aha! Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
I'm thinking... I agree, Sassy. Yeah, we need a psychic detective. Okay. Is there anything else? So something's missing. So we have two things with dialogue and some boots. Oh, maybe we can we compare like the steps outside with his boots? Footprints. Examine footprints. Carrie's boots.
These boots
Yes.
don't match the footprints.
Oh. I like that was a game mechanic. That it told me that I needed to drag the boots down. I like that. Alright, so we learn Peter Carey's boots don't match the footprints. This means that there was another man at Woodman's Lee. Investigate the murder, inspect the crime scene, organize an ambush with Lestrade. Hold on. Let's see if there's anything we can talk to Mrs. Carey about. I wish there was a psych video game. That'd be amazing. Was Peter a smoker?
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be. But he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
It would be. Peter's private papers. Picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam.
But it's not, Mrs. Carey. I've got my eye on you. Don't leave town. So it was her husband? Yes. So her husband was murdered. He apparently, she mentioned that he often drinks a lot, and would go to his cabin and just, like, go there, I guess. But it seems like somebody came and said hello. And by said hello, I mean
Well,
stabbed
Mr.
him.
Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Okay, what else do we need to do? Is there anything else? Our Sherlock vision? Is there... Hold on.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
Near the window.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Some evidence requires additional investigation. It'll be marked with a special tooltip. Ah, I see. Oh, I like this. This is like a painting of the place we're at. Kind of spoopy.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Oh, he caught you now.
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Ooh.
Police! Hold it right there.
Oh, you can't go this way.
Mr. Holmes. All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocence?
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
I wish we could have questioned him right there. Clearly he has some stuff to say. But it wasn't... Alright, let's see. Anything else new? We can go to Scotland Yard. I assume that's where we're headed. Examine Nelligan's belongings.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. Oh,
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes, there's been a murder. Excuse me, let me just scooch right on past you.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. What's this? Evidence room? Ah, Moida. Can I not go in here? Yes, I can. I just could not walk. Oh. Oh, his belongings. Okay,
These are
this
the
is-
suspect's belongings.
So he grabbed the book.
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
Evidence required.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
The One Ring! From R. Dawson. You don't know who that is. To my friend and partner, 1883. Dawson? Dawson is... I wonder... There's no RD on there. He's actually Smeagol, the
Handkerchief
twist.
with the initials JHN.
Okay. He's got the One Ring. That's why he had to you know, of course another person dies to the ring. It's staff room. This is the morgue. Inspector Lestrade. Let's see. Let's go to the morgue first. This is kind of neat. We get to walk around here. Anything? Oh. Excuse me, do you have the time? Just kidding. Alright. Let's talk to Lestrade. Let's say hello.
Locked.
Okay. What is this? The interrogation room. Is he in there? It looks like him, sort of.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. Who are you? What are you in here for? Hello, John. Sorry, just had to check the room. Notebook.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Shabby cap. Patch. Oof. Calluses. Scars. What is it? He does kind of sound like Daniel Radcliffe a little bit. Short sleeves. Alright, hold on. It's at the end of the thing. Thin neck. Missing... two things. Oh. Expensive fabric. Somewhere in between here somewhere. Is there something I'm missing? It's not dark. I can't... Elaborate button? Oh, yeah, you see, yeah. I tried clicking on the button. Elaborate buttons. Galaxy, congrats being
Well,
Mario
I will
RPG.
see you soon, young man.
Thank you, friend.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent.
Look, Harry. You may be a wizard, but not today. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was excited to finish it last night. It was a lot of fun. Okay. A notebook with a blood stain on its cover, indicating that it was dropped into the pool of blood after the murder. It belongs to Nelligan. So, like, wait. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of victims' blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. I'm confused about... Is there something I'm supposed to be doing here? Swift actions. Like, did we... Is there anything else we're supposed to connect here? I don't think so. Couldn't fit into my favorite flannel. Turns out my girlfriend has an almost identical flannel. I was trying to put on her shirt. Amazing. That is amazing. Love a good flannel, though. Hold on. Can I talk to you
What am I
again?
doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah. That's what they all say, bub. Where's my case file? Investigate the murder. Inspect the crime scene. So we haven't done those. We haven't finished inspecting. Interrogate suspect. Examine belongings. I mean, we did that, right? Maybe we haven't found everything we needed. John Nelligan is wearing an expensive but worn and ill-fitting jacket that had previously belonged to someone else, most likely his father. Okay. Let's actually go... Hold on. Maybe I should look back at Woodman's Lee. Maybe we haven't found everything yet. Open deduction. Oh, it's this. Okay. Do we have... We don't have anything that we can, like... We don't have anything we can deduce from here. Draw a clear picture. So we don't have things. We don't have everything yet. Can I go into the home? Also, can I run? Oh, there's first person mode? Amazing. Guys, for Sherlock. Point of view, you are Sherlock. Oops, sorry. Lots of buggos here. This is an observation I'm making. Can't check inside. Curious. Are you hiding anything, Mrs. Carey? It's been a day and you still haven't made any progress on your birdhouse. Suspicious.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Okay. What else could we be missing? Let's double check. Examine his face. Ah, well, examine the
Peter
harpoon.
Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Experiment required. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body. Holmes,
I
what?
need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
What? Prepare for harpoon throwing experiment. Yes. All right, take harpoon.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Sir, okay. All right, hold on. It still says there's stuff we need to inspect at the crime scene. So, like, wait, is there...
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches. The ship's log.
We did not do a good job of examining things.
Hammerfest. Dundee. It's a whaling map.
A whaling map? For whales? Nope.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Yeah, still stuff to inspect.
The ship's...
The ship's log is not completed green. All right, so let's go home. See what Watson's doing. See if Watson wants to help. Watson wants to help us with an experiment. Watson, where might you be?
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful. A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
What?
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
What is happening? Oh, look at the little doggo. Toby.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Hello, Toby. I cannot pet you. Look at Toby. Okay. Whitechapel Butcher. Well, this is certainly taking a turn. You can't pet. You can't. Just lets you examine. Sad.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Holmes,
We
you
try to
should
keep
aim
it
for the mark
pretty
in order to perform the most reliable test.
family friendly. So generally, you know, keep it to a bare minimum. Hold breath. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. All right. That was
Holmes, I can't believe it. Did you just miss?
that was honestly not too bad. Well, Holmes, I mean, Watson, you try it. No.
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying, bud. I have done this exact same thing.
This is the best possible result that I could get.
I thought you
Do you see, Watson?
were talking
Throwing
about
a
this.
harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
Because it also...
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Because it also went through him. I feel like that's... Because it's also stuck in the wall, isn't it, too? Strength requirement. Oh, yeah. Pinned to the wall. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly what I didn't read the whole thing. It requires a much greater strength than that of the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. A degree of skill would most likely be necessary. Two men in cooperation might achieve the same result. There is a remote possibility that an unskilled and untrained man could manage to pin Peter Carey to the wall with a harpoon. So it's either a feat of strength or it was a lucky throw. Oh, wait. Oh, so you get to choose what you think it is? Oh, that's kind of interesting. Ooh, I see. No, I appreciate it, Galaxy. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if that's how... So there are multiple endings to the cases. I assume that's maybe how you can come up with a conclusion. To one is like, you have to choose... Oops. I did not mean to do that. I don't know where I'm going. Where am I headed right now? I wanted to look at the case book. There we go. Is there a new page? I think so. Nope. Oh, there is. There's barely any new info. He is physically weak, so chances are not him, unless he got just super lucky. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Interrogate suspect. I mean, I guess... Where are we headed right now? Okay, let's talk to this guy again. Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes?
Let's see if there's any additional info we can... Well, you won't believe what I was doing just now, John.
What am I doing here? I've
Okay,
done
we got
nothing
for
wrong.
you. Yeah. Save it. Just save it. Let's go to Woodman's Lee. Wait. I think this actually might be one of those games, I think, Galaxy, where Watson... Because this is... I think it's made by the same people, at the very least. I don't know if this is the game where it starts, but I have heard that before. Because this is made by Frogware. Yeah, this is part of the same series, I think. I don't know what, like, where in the series this falls. All right. Are we not finished with this because we're missing something for these ship's logs? Maybe I need
logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
So we already looked at that thing. Can I... There's nothing else I can, like, focus on here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what... Oh, okay. So there's... The only thing we haven't seemingly interacted with is... this. Is there... It kind of looks... Is there something missing from there? Anything I can do? I don't think so. Okay. So then... I don't think there's anything we can talk to her about. Let's just walk up there. Maybe see if there's anything else.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Gonna find some food? Alrighty. Enjoy. I think at this point we should be allowed to, like, enter the home.
Who could do such?
I don't know. I'm not a detective. Lol. Just kidding, man. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Let's go to Baker Street for a second. Let's see if Watson can give us any kind of insight. Seems like we're still missing something to finish our interrogation. Because we can't say anything else to the kid right now. Hello, Watson.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect. Good gracious. you
Good
caught
gracious.
someone. At least now you have a suspect.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Letters?
This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Is this Watson's room? Very tidy. Okay, so nothing here. Let's go to Scotland Yard. Let's try to... I'm not sure exactly what we should do right now. Open casebook. How about... Let's open this up again. Is there something else we should do here? No gardener break-in attempts. Non-smoker missing tin. Have we... Yes, okay, so we've done everything. So those can't get connected. Okay. We continue on.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes. Hey, you're the third highest trending Sherlock Holmes Crimes Punishment shirt. Are there other people playing it? Earlier when I checked, nobody was. But I'm here for it if there are people.
These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviations mean...
Evidence
These
required. Oh, interesting. When I checked earlier, when I was like setting up the stream info stuff, there wasn't anybody. R. Dawson. We don't know who that is. You'd think we'd be able to ask someone about this.
From
Oh.
R. Dawson. And
Wait.
to my friend,
Oh, hold
Dawson.
on.
I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
There we go. We got a thing we can do. There we go. Hey, and interrogate suspect completed. Alright. John Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief. What is his role in all that? Are we... I feel like there is more we could do with them. Let me just double check. There we go. Who are you, John?
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Never mind.
Oh no, what? Hold on. I... Wait, let's see. Hopefully that lets us do it again.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
There we go. Rings engraving.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Alright, Smeagol. Is it...
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father.
Your father?
With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
I know, I'm that
Well,
good.
I will see you soon, young man.
Okay. So... Oh, we still need to go search the archives. Great. Let's go home. Sherlock must think he's so smart when he talks to people. You do not look like a rich man to me, John. I like Sherlock. I also think at the same time that he'd be almost insufferable. At times. Are these my archives? Aha. A heavy gold ring with the inscription from R. Dawson to my friend and partner, 1883. The bankress.
That is not the one I need.
What is this?
That is not the one I need. That is not...
Dawson. Oh, these are article titles. The Strand. Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund bankrupt. Nelligan missing. The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. The liquidation of company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht, preparing for departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by the police and his creditors. Okay.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder.
Is this
It's
like...
time to ask him.
Are those accounts? Dialogue. Wonder if those numbers are like account numbers? Or are these like all people that owed, I don't know, something involving with the bank? I'm not sure. It's weird when you switch between...
Locked.
Locked. When you switch between perspectives, he does not continue walking. This ring. Are you her father? Something about Dawson and Nelligan.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Examine the ship logs. There we go. For a second, I was like, are somehow Peter Carey and Nelligan the same person? Where did they say they met? Him and his wife? Okay. I forgot where they met, but I wonder if that could be. We still need to figure out whose footprints those are.
"1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list.
Peter Carey.
Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently.
In the
There
notebook.
are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Wiggins might help to find the crew of the Sea Unicorn. He should be somewhere at Baker Street. Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief. Okay, we examined the ship logs. Is there any... Oh, Ponce! Welcome in! How are you? We're solving crimes. I'm in the middle of solving a crime. A moida. Oh, excuse me. I've been very yawny today. You could give me an instrument, and I would be, I would definitely be yawny. Objection! We've been interrogating somebody. Someone got impaled with a harpooning spear, a harpoon. And we're trying to figure out stuff. What do we have here? Find a use. Okay. Let's go to Scotland Yard. Compare it with the notebook. Can't stop yawning. But I hope your day's been going well. All right.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
CPR.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Missing papers? Missing tin box? Oh. Stolen valuable papers. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen tin box. Oh. Nelligan's motive. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This may have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. Okay. If that's the case, then it's not a feat of strength. It was a lucky throw. Hold on. How does that work? What if I do... How do I look for... There you go. If I put it at lucky throw, does this do a thing? Oh, it does. Oh, I see. Nelligan is guilty. Case closed. It was that guy. I mean, that's one way to do it, right? Is that how... Interesting. Hold on. What is this? John Hopley Nelligan murdered Peter Carey. This is proven by his dishonesty and the fact that he was at the scene of the murder. Condemn him. John Hopley Nelligan has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey. He must be punished by the law for his desperate crime. John Nelligan is a victim of circumstances. Childhood was overshadowed by the loss of his father. He always dreamed of a reunion to find out what happened. He made a poor decision and so fell into trouble. So I think... it's possible to continue this investigation. Like, Like, that may not be the case. Who would we... Let's talk. Let's see if we can talk to, Is there a running? There is. Ah, there we go. Hello. I've been just walking around.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Bond certificate? Father's jacket, rings engraving.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belong to my family, but I could not find them there.
Voice animation not so good?
Well,
yeah.
I will see you soon, young man.
I agree with that. I like some of the faces are well done, just in general. Like, I like how some of them look, but some of them not as much. But yeah, I agree. This is from 2014, so this is like old, right? I think this is 2014. Let me double check. This is old technology. Crimes and punishments. Yeah, this is September 2014. So this might as well be like a PlayStation 1 game. But that's hard unless you have a lot of cash. I don't know. I've heard a lot of, not complaints about Frogware. Do they do anything else? What else do they do? What games do they make? Oh, they made Sinking City. Interesting. I never played it, but I see a lot of Sherlock Holmes games and the Sinking City. Interesting. All right, let's see. Investigate the murder. Inspect the crime scene. Wiggins. Who is Wiggins? We don't know who that is. We haven't. Oh, we should go to Baker Street. All right, John, you stay there. You don't touch anything, okay? Don't leave town. Like, Sherlock's face is good. There's, like, a good amount of detail, I feel like. Lestrade's face, I feel like, does not look as good. There's something about it that looks a little weird. By the way, I have these socks that I'm wearing I'm going to have to get rid of. They're, like, Captain America socks, but there's, like, one of them has a giant hole in it. I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution.
They'll
I'll
look
call in
sweaty,
the
though.
Specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
Oh, literally. Okay.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
I thought when it was gonna like call
Sorry to trouble you,
Wiggins.
Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
When it said that he was gonna call Wiggins, I thought it was gonna be like there was gonna be some kind of object or something that you used to like signal him. But no, he just opened the window, was like, Wiggins, get up here. I don't know. I find that funny. I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. So let me leave you guys on a little break real quick. If you need to go stand up, stretch, do something like that, now is the perfect time to do so. Go get yourself something to drink or something. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. Also got myself a water and a peppermint. A candy cane. Hold on 1 second. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. You're right, Gizmo. I agree with you there. The Wii Shop music is kind of the best bathroom break. I feel that. And Secret, welcome in! A secret is never late. Arrives exactly when it means to. Or something. But welcome in. I think this is the remix that I really like. Yeah, I think this is it. Just listen to this for a second. I like the build-up. It's so good! Alright, I need to add this to a playlist that I can find easier. We're gonna add this to my car songs. Okay. Can mute that again. Oh, I have this open. Why do I have this open? Also, I have not been using this. Well, I hope it's fine. Alrighty. Welcome back, everyone. We need to do what? We need to go back to, Scotland Yard. Lestrade may have more on this case for us. While Wiggins is searching for info. So, like, we could have solved this case before, right?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
Mr. Holmes.
As always. What happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Okay. Hello.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. Where's this letter? Oh.
These are the suspect's belongings.
We can take one of these boots?
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
Okay.
A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Can we be sure? Let's take a car back to Baker Street. Hope Lestrade wasn't in a rush. I wonder what happens if you, like, if you can make deductions and, like, what happens if you just take the earliest deduction every time and just arrest everyone?
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
Lovely.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
What? Like for a sec, making dinner? Hey, not a problem. I'm back with food. What I miss? So we interrogated the kid a bit more. We discovered his dad was like a partner in a bank. Like he and some other guy made a bank or some kind of loan place that went bankrupt. He left to like Norway. And was gonna like make things right, I guess. We know that the guy that was killed in the shack, who was a whaler, had been to Norway. And so we think that's a connection there. Interestingly, we have enough evidence that we can actually make a deduction where we say that the kid is guilty. But I'm continuing on with the case because there's like more stuff that we can do. And in fact, a new suspect has come in. That they had a letter on them. And so we're trying to now, not Harry, I know. And so we are, currently we can try to make a concoction that can get rid of some of the like damage that's on the letter. But I am confused as to what we need to do here.
First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Okay.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Okay.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
All right. Wait, how many are there? There are 7, right? Yeah.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning.
I'm so
again.
confused. What? It says all 7 need to be used.
First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent. First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
What? So, okay. Are they saying... every time you use a blue one, 3 after that have to be orange. And anytime you use an orange, it has to be a clear one. So if we do like 1, 2, 3, 4, clear. Oh, wait. No. We'd have to do blue, green, blue. Orange, clear, orange, clear. I think that's how that works. Blue. Green. Blue. So that's blue, green, blue, orange. Clear. Orange. Clear. Okay, that's what it is. It's about that time. No! Emmers! I hope you have a good night. Sorry you didn't solve this case yet. Okay, but that is the deal.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
I see how this works. Okay.
Let us see if the content of this letter
Ooh.
sheds a little light upon the mystery.
Oh. Good luck solving the Maida. We'll try our best. And thank you so much. I hope you have a good night. Hope work is good tomorrow. Alright. I just want to double check. There's nothing left. Nothing left that we need to clean off. What does this say?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
I did as you asked and hid them well, but I beg you to reconsider. Something. I swear. And remember our vows. I have nothing dishonorable for which you... me... Hid what well? Okay. Oh, and we can try the boots. We need to go do that. But Embers, have a good night. Liam Hurtley. Oh. Liam Hurtley's letter. Missing papers? No? Okay. Maybe we're missing something. Let's go to Woodman's Lee. Oh, I should also... I'm working 10-hour days and barely have an hour to do anything. Oh, I bet. Those are such long days, Emmers. I'm so sorry. Continue. broke my candy cane. Sounds like it'll be 10 for a while too. For how long, Emmers? But you have a good one.
These boots match the footprints exactly. These footprints...
Oh. And I might be working Saturday. We will see. No! Emmers, no! Well, I hope you have a good night. Get some rest. We'll see you next time. Unexplained presence. Liam Hurtley's boots match the footprints at Woodman's Lee, thus proving that he was there. Judith Carey denies that he was their gardener. Let's talk to, while we're here. Where is she? So we can run now.
Who could do such a thing?
Yeah, well, yeah, we got an eye on you, buddy. Also, let me just double check a thing. Can we call for Wiggins again, or whatever his name is? Or will he come to me? We cannot. Okay.
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined.
Okay. Alright, to Scotland Yard. Oh. You're not in here. Maybe I need to talk to Lestrade? Ah, here you are. Oh, shapes of noses. Oh, Lestrade?
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
Kind of.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley, That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
An old scar. Plant remains. Gardener's hands.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
You're a liar.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
What did you hide?
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Liam Hurley is the tough one. What is he trying to hide? Okay. Yeah, we need to go to the shed now. I also see why she's lying to us. Or did they... I don't know. Maybe she didn't know that they... Well... Hello, Mrs. Carey.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh, my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam. Let's see what could be hidden here.
Wooden planks. Ill-fitting plank.
Ooh.
It's a puzzle.
Let us see what is in this box.
Oh, wait, what did that say? Rotate the lock's cylinders to form a complete line. Please note that some lines are deceptive. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. What direction are they supposed to go in? Heyo.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Oh. So she's a liar. Liam, my dear, you have been so good to me all the time that I have known you. I cannot describe these feelings, but I suppose that they are sinful and no good can come from them. I fear what might happen if you're going against God. I thank you for your care, but I cannot leave the man with whom I have been bound by God. It is his divine will, and thus my husband is the cross that I must bear. He makes my life a living hell, but bruises fade, and you must not worry for me. Yeesh. Okay. Dialogue. Romantic correspondence between them. It was found inside a hit. Yeah, yep. Liam Hurtley. He's a former soldier. Okay, before we do that, let me just double check if there's anything here. Pumpkin, that's it. Okay. Oops. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside Black Peter's cabin. It explains his presence at the scene of the murder. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. Nelligan is a victim of circumstance. He does not fit the portrait of a murderer, either by physical or psychological description. I think that seems more accurate. Oh, and then is there a second part to this? No. Okay. Well, Mrs. Carey. You and Liam Hurtley.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Desperate jealousy. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing a murder. I mean, it's not too far off. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing Peter Carey, and I think that seems possible. Back to Baker Street we go.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Am I supposed to remember? Well,
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
oh,
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
it's not Peter Carey. Sometime later.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
If the pouch belongs to Patrick Cairns, it indicates his presence at the crime scene, but it must still be proven.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Perfect. Sailor time. Just me, your average old sailor. What is available to me? Anything else unlock?
Now I can approach Cairns.
Oops. Hold on. Yes, wait, I get to keep the beard. Love it. Okay, perfect. Pub time. The beard is staying with us as long as we can. Don't mind me. Arm wrestler. Definitely that guy. Hello, friends. Just your average pub goer. Doing all the things that someone... Ah, it's you. Play cool, act nonchalant, like I don't need to talk to you, but I definitely, I mean, we're going to, but look, I'll pretend. Hey, barkeep, I'll take a club soda. Okay, thanks. I'll just wait here.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Lovely accent. Oh, what? Hold on. Follow Patrick Cairns' facial expressions to understand his moves. Push, restrain, idle, and plan your counter strategy. Pay attention to your stamina. Okay. Press to push, R to hold to restrain. I don't... Am I supposed to... Oh, I'm supposed to be... Okay. This is so obtuse. What? Am I supposed to beat him?
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. Care to lose another 10 shillings?
Sherlock. Like this. Oh, okay, let's see. Gold earring. Cheap clothes. Strong hands. Yellow nails. Sailor's tattoo. Am I supposed to beat him?
I've had enough. You're too strong.
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
He did it. I guess I am supposed to... Professional harpooner. He is a smoker. A heavy smoker, as his yellow fingers indicate. Interesting. Okay, so the answer is we have to beat him at this. I legitimately don't know when I'm supposed...
Fine.
It says to watch his
you
facial
want me to take
features.
all your money? No problem with that.
But push, restrain, idle, and plan your counter strategy. But it doesn't tell me like what his face really is doing. Like... What is this? Hold on. Is it supposed to be like when his face is making like... I don't have enough stamina right now. This is one of the weirdest mini games I've ever played, I think, in a game. I can feel the controller vibrating sometimes, but again, it isn't really like... I don't know if that means I should or shouldn't. Yes. Okay, I think I maybe figured it out. So... I think it's like if the controller is vibrating, it means to not... It means to, like, hold. And then when it stops, that's when you, like... That's when you go. Sort of. Or, like, if he's... Maybe... Or you hold when... He's fighting it. What is... Can I... What happens if I hit skip? Does that mean, like, I don't have to do this? How does that work? This is... This is the weird... This is... Do you really want to skip? Yes. I don't want to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so glad they give you that option.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
What?
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all... Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look.
Definitely did not
Here's
want to
your
do that.
10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner? Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. The Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
I dunno. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. And those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course.
Mum's the word. Plant pouch.
Back in a second. I'm off to the Ghazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Plant the pouch into Kieran's pocket and determine if the pouch is his. Oh. Oh.
Here it is.
Wait, do I still need... Do I actually need to go to the bathroom? No, okay.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm
Oh,
done
Sherlock.
here. It's time to leave.
Oops. Cairns has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder and thus proves his guilt. Cairns has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder, but it does not necessarily prove that he is the murderer. I don't know what his motive would be. I mean, sure. And he didn't talk about Peter as though he was dead or anything. He just kind of... Hold on. Oh, is this a thing? Ah. Harmless flirting. It has been confirmed that Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and even fell in love, but it didn't go beyond the affectionate but harmless letters and words. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing murder. It's possible. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing Peter. Hurtley's presence at Woodman's Lee on the night of the murder is explained by his affection towards Judith Carey and the fact that he worked there as a gardener. I mean, it could mean... What happens if you do this? Oh. Oh, that like these conflict? Yeah. Okay. I think it wants me to, like...
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
I don't... I mean, he's literally a harpooner. Maybe he could have... Did he do it? Hold on. Let's go to Scotland Yard real quick. Let's see if we can talk to Hartley again. He was there at the crime scene. It almost looks like the guy we're just talking to.
I'm not saying...
Well, fine. Okay, hold on. Can we... We can't, like... There's no save. Hold on. No. Okay, so did he do it? Clues? You found and utilized all clues in the case. Please proceed to the deduction space and form your conclusion. Okay. Hold on, what is this? It has been confirmed that Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife, and Ian fell in love, but it didn't go beyond the affectionate but harmless letters and words. What happens if we do this? Cairns is guilty. So if we do... Hold on. Does that connect? Hold on. Hurtley is guilty. If it's a okay, so if it's a lucky throw, I think this makes more sense to me because he may have been there, which hold on. Let's look at their profiles real quick. Patrick is an experienced harpooner currently facing unemployment and poverty. He can be found most often in the Sea Witch, a public house deemed popular by the sailors, whom he arm wrestles for money. Like many of his kind, he's a heavy smoker, indicated by his yellowed fingernails. Hurley is a stranger who was arrested by the police as a suspicious individual, seen prowling around at night near Woodman's Lee. He is a former soldier who left the military with an honorable discharge after having been wounded in the neck by shrapnel. Now he lives a quiet life, working as a gardener. He is raised in wealth, but after the desertion of his father 10 years ago, he and his family fell into poverty. He worked to earn money by cleaning fish, despite undertaking such manual work. For a considerable time, Nelligan remains physically weak. I kind of think the only person who I think really has motive is Liam. Patrick is down on his luck, but doesn't seem like his boss killed somebody. Yes, not great. But he doesn't really seem TBH that fazed by it. He didn't even know who the guy was really, except for that his boss talked with him, and then that's kind of it. And then they pushed him over. So he's seen things, but like Liam would know that Peter was abusive. And if I think he did it. I think he did it. Liam Hurtley has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey. He must be punished by law in all its rigor. Liam Hurtley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith Carey, Peter's wife. This murder was a crime of passion under emotional duress. Nevertheless, he must answer to the law for what he has done. Oh, interesting. So not only do you have to like choose if someone's guilty or not, you have to either like condemn them or say like absolve them, in that like, okay, maybe they had reason for this. I'm gonna go with I think absolving him makes more sense. His explanation that he was I think it was a crime of passion. Confirm your moral choice? Yeah, sure, why not? This feels very permanent.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
Liam Hurtley.
It was Liam Hurtley.
That doesn't surprise me. I've never seen a guiltier-looking fellow.
He was in love with Judith Carey. It caused a conflict that proved fatal for her husband.
I see. Come on now, let us confront him.
Liam Hurtley, it was you who killed Black Peter. He learned of your relationship with his wife, and he asked that you meet him to share in a drink. Then began the quarrel. He drew his knife, and in self-defense, you took up the harpoon. Lestrade, please put that in your report.
I deny everything. You have no proof.
Calm down and thank your stars that Mr. Holmes just saved your neck.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Liam Hurtley murdered Peter Carey, but it was in self-defense against an armed and furious drunken sailor. The murder was a crime of passion. Hurtley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith Carey. Peter's wife, you have decided to ease his sentence. Clues found 16. Conclusion, Hurtley is guilty. Moral choice, absolve Hurtley. Press to check your conclusion. May spoil game experience? I'm so curious. Wait, if I can... Oh gosh, should I press it? To check, or should I just go with it? Should I just... should I just be like, yeah, I'm correct? May spoil the game experience. Then no, that's fine. I don't want to spoil the game experience. We're going to accept our decision. You're about to finish the case. The save files for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another moral choice. Press yes. What if we just say that he... Hold on. The game will load before the moral choice is made. Sure. I want to see what happens if we select, because I would say I didn't quite think that it was going to be like self-defense. I thought it was going to be still, like, I kind of think that Liam probably just attacked him. I want to see if he explains it differently.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present.
If he doesn't,
the
we'll go
guilty
back
party.
to absolved.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
Liam Hurtley.
It was...
That doesn't surprise me.
He was in love with Judith Carey. It caused a conflict that proved fatal for her husband.
I see. Come on now, let us confront him.
Okay.
Liam Hurtley, you are formally accused of the murder of Peter Carey. We are aware that you were in love with Carey's wife. He was a violent and irascible man. He needed to be eliminated. You had no qualms.
But that's absurd. I'm innocent.
Well, we caught you, lad.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Liam Hurtley murdered Peter Carey and remained silent to hide his crime. Thanks to your detective reasoning, his relationship with Judith Carey was revealed, and also his presence at Woodman's Lee. You have decided to bring him to justice. I kind of think that makes more sense. That sounds more harsh, but I think it makes more sense. We're gonna accept it. Your ranking, a justice seeker. Okay. I don't. But did I do good? Aye, Captain. Did I? but was that the answer? I wonder if that'll affect, like, the end game. Like, if there's going to be a thing where at the very end they're like, wow, you totally did all this wrong.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Oh, man. Well, that was fun. We are going to stop here for now. At least for today. I think we might do, depending on how long the cases are, we might just do, like, a case of stream. Something like that. But we will pick up here tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time I will be able to stream tomorrow. I've got a video thing in the morning that I have to shoot, and so I don't know what time I'll be done. I might be done by normal time. I also could not be by hours, so we'll see. But anyway, that's going to be all for us today, but I hope you guys had a wonderful time. And I think today we're just going to end. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. And anyway, I will see you. GG! Thank you so much, Opons. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord about what time things are going to happen. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye-bye!